Welcome to Love Letters from an Ally, a mini podcast that affirms your value, encourages your faith, and shows us how to love better, because love wins.
He loves you even when you're falling apart. He loves you and he has right from the start.
This is episode 7, where we talk about faith that moves mountains. Yesterday, we were in 1 Corinthians 13, often called the love chapter, where Paul speaks about what the highest form of love, agape love, is. But today, I want to circle back to what Paul says in verse 2 of that chapter, where Paul shows us what happens if we don't have love. Paul writes, "If I had the gift of prophecy, and if I understood all of God's secret plans, and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains, but didn't love others, I would be nothing." I was always taught that faith that moves mountains was a strong faith. Some have it, and some don't. And this type of faith allows us to accomplish something very difficult for ourselves, or it allows our all-powerful God to work in our lives. But then Jesus says we only need a small amount of faith, like a mustard seed, to move mountains. Matthew 17, verse 20, it is written, "You don't have enough faith," Jesus told them. "I tell you the truth, if you had faith even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it would move. Nothing would be impossible." Well, something about this picture didn't make sense to me. I know if I have faith, God can work miracles, but I don't always know the bigger picture. I don't see like God sees. I do know that bad things still happen to people who have faith. Then I read Isaiah 40, which is quoted in the Gospels, where John the Baptist enters the scene. Starting in verse 3, it is written, "Listen, it's the voice of someone shouting, 'Clear the way through the wilderness for the Lord. Make a straight highway through the wasteland for our God. Fill in the valleys and level the mountains and hills. Straighten the curves and smooth out the rough places. Then the glory of the Lord will be revealed, and all people will see it together. The Lord has spoken.'" And I thought, why does God need us to clear a path for them? And then the light bulb clicked on. The path is cleared, valleys filled, rough places smoothed, so that the glory of the Lord will be revealed to all people together. That's in verse 5. And I realized that's my job as an ally and as an evangelist, to clear the path from obstructions to other people's faith, so that God's glory will be plainly revealed to them. I try to do this by keeping the gospel message simple and focused on God's grace, mercy, forgiveness, and unfailing love. That way, the message is cleared of obstacles, and people will understand the importance of a loving, eternal relationship with the God who created the universe. Then I further realized that maybe a faith that moves mountains doesn't take away the hard situations in my life. Those mountains could be obstacles that impede my realization of who God is and what they have done for me. As I've grown and matured as a Christian, I have removed many such mountains, brought about by my own confusions, bad theology, or hateful Christians. But that is the way it is for all of us. We come to God through faith, then we need to work on ourselves. Being a Christian is an intensely personal, introspective, lifelong journey. So don't stop believing. Our faith becomes stronger as we really understand who God is and what God did for us through Jesus. We need to develop our relationship with God before we can be effective for others. I don't know what mountains are keeping you from understanding and knowing your God more clearly, but I pray that you continue to seek understanding using your mustard seed faith. God is faithful, and if you search, I am confident you will find their unfailing love, mercy, grace, and forgiveness. And in turn, throw your mountains off to the side, clear your obstacles, and enjoy your eternal life with God. Then you can clear the path for others so that they can be free to enjoy the Lord fully. Until next time, I love you. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, leave a positive review wherever you listen. Questions or comments can be emailed to lovelightalliance@gmail.com. And as always, remember this.